It's kind of like when you first finished reading a best-selling novel or just watched an edge-of-your-seat movie. You're done with it, but you still want more. Kind of like the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers of last year, that is. That team is no more. The book, it's been closed. So why are the 4 people involved in that drama still talking about it? Joan Collins not invited for this Dynasty reunion.
Why couldn't Shaq and Kobe coexist?
Personalities, just their different personalities. I think they both have a drive to be the prime mover, the prime person. They were players that, really came together with this organization. I think Shaq said, I'm the big brother, Kobe's the little brother, and without really knowing Kobe, and Kobe wasn't going to be anybody's little brother. He just said, I'm tired of being his sidekick.
In his book, he says that perhaps his greatest failure was his inability to get Shaquille and Kobe to come together. Do you blame Phil for that?
I think Phil probably came closer to that than any other person could have come, quite honestly. I think, the egos were too large. The conflict would have been there anyway, but the conflict was certainly fueled by the size of the egos.
When do you believe the friction with you and Kobe actually developed?
I don't know, and I don't care. You don't have to like me, but most of the people, if you ask them about me, they really like me. So if you don't like me, there must be something wrong with you.
Shaquille O'Neal has responded in the press with some statements regarding you. Do you have anything that you want to add or say in regard to his comments?
Not really. I mean, I just wish him all the best. I mean, we had 8 overall good years together. And we had our rocky times. We had our share of arguments. But we were able to win 3 titles. Did very well together, I think. And now we've gone separate ways. I'm here in LA. He's down in Miami. So as far as the comments that he said, I really don't have a response. I didn't have a problem because when he had great games, I was the first one to come out and say, he the baddest boy ever. Am I right? Did I say that? Did I say that?
Yes.
Thank you. So I never had a problem. I just want things to be done the right way. Because when it was done the right way, we won. We was making history.
You guys were superstars that won championships. What was the basic problem between you and Shaq?
You know what? That's a really complicated answer. I mean, I really had to sit down and think about it. I mean, I really didn't try not to feed into it too much. But there's a time and a place to talk about that. My focus is not that right now. My focus is this team and making sure we move in the right direction.
What was your relationship last year with Phil Jackson?
It was okay. I mean, we had, again, he and I, we had our spats too. But he's by far the greatest coach I've ever had to this point. I learned so much from him. I couldn't have had a better coach. He had the ability to not only see the game, but he could feel the game. And he taught me how to do the same. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. I'd love to talk to him again at some point and further our relationship and hopefully steal some more basketball knowledge from him.
You used the words psychological war between you and Kobe. What do you mean by that?
I don't like the words. There's poorly chosen words on my part. If I could withdraw that and say, perhaps psychological battle. I found myself in situations trying to, hold the team's attention while, on the practice court with Kobe also talking on the practice court a lot of times where it was disruptive. And at that particular time, I realized that our relationship had disintegrated and perhaps I wasn't the person that was capable of coaching him. And if we were going to continue on, or if I was going to continue on, there would have to be changes made. In your book, you use the word tirade, describing what happened when you went to see Mitch Kupchak. What happened when you went to see Mitch Kupchak in late January? The essence of what I said is covered in the book, and was basically that I don't think I can coach Kobe anymore. I can't reach him. And if you want me to continue on with this ball club, then the change has to be made. And if you want Kobe on this ball club, then I have to go.
By mutual agreement between the coach and his bosses, Phil Jackson won't be back to lead the Lakers.
Flicking through the channel and I'm reading the ticker tape, Jamie, Phil Jackson has been fired. So I called Mitch and said, what's going on? Yeah, it's going to be some change around. So I tell you what, Mike and Perry be calling you because I'm...
Perry Rogers, your agent?
Yes, you know, this ain't something I want to be a part of. You're going to get rid of the man that took us to the finals 4 out of the 5 years, all the stuff he had to go through. Mm-hmm. And then talk about getting Mike Krzyzewski, I'm out.
Dr. Buss had to pick a player or coach, and he opted to pick the player. But you're a 9-time championship-winning coach. You're not just any coach. How could that decision have been made to choose Kobe over that coach?
You know, I have great respect for Dr. Buss. I have respect for his decision. I understand his decision. You know, I think that I even sent a message through to him, you know, through Mitch Kupchak to him, simply saying, you know, that, hey, the time has come. And if this team isn't interested in coaching or playing the game that I see as the right type of game to play, then it's time for me to leave. It's about star power. It's about marketing star power. It's about people with privilege. It's about setting up a pecking order because of the way we pay players and we coddle players in our game. And, you know, that's the basic storyline.
If you'd have won that championship against Detroit, would you have made the same change?
I think in Phil's case, he was ready to retire, and I think he would have retired anyway. I think it was possible that I could have signed Shaq and Kobe and kept them on the same team. I wanted to see a different look with the Lakers. This was my ambition. Maybe I'm influenced too much by the 80s, but I really want to see an up-tempo team, a lot of fast break opportunities, a lot of assists, a lot of scoring, if you will.
I figured they would get rid of me first.
Why? Why you first?
Because they figured that I was the problem to him. And he's their guy. He's a younger, energetic, more athletic. He's the future, whatever that means. And I understood that. I don't take nothing personal, man.
Do you have any regrets having traded Shaquille?
None. I have the regret that I wish he wouldn't take it personally. I mean, that's a franchise decision done, in my opinion, for the best health of the franchise. I think he took it more personally than it was intended.
Why do you think, Kobe, there's been such great emotion and such hurt feelings over the breakup of the Lakers?
I don't know. I really don't know. I can only speak for myself and you know, how I've tried to deal with it. And that's basically just, you know, being thankful for what we went through. But now that chapter's over. And now I'm moving on and I'm starting to read another book.
Do you miss being a part of the Los Angeles Lakers?
Of course not.
Why not?
Because this is business and I'm a businessman. And when things wasn't going the way it was supposed to go, I had to change. So now that I changed and I got a new organization, this is where I'm at, man.
We have different situations. I'm here in LA, I'm trying to do the best job I can. He's down in Miami trying to do the best job he can. And I wish him all the best. And you know, I'll see them December 25th.
Is that a date you've circled on your calendar for other than Christmas?
You know what, I think that's a date everybody has circled for me. You know, everybody's just waiting for their game, man. I mean, I don't think it was anybody surprised that, you know, when the trade went through, that we were going to be playing each other on December 25th.
What do you believe is the fans' perception of you in LA?
I don't know.
Do you care?
Do I care? I can't say I don't care. Yeah, I care. But if it's not the way I want it to go, I'm not going to run out the arena with a towel over my head and go to the nearest hardware store and get some rap board and say, they don't love me.
You could have been left without all three. Then what would you have done?
Sold the franchise.